Dan Blocker, born Bobby Dan Davis. Blocker on December 10, 1928, in DeKalb, Texas, grew up in a world defined by hard work, humility, and family loyalty. His parents ran a small community store, instilling in him the values of decency, reliability, and respect for others from an early age. Towering even as a youth at 6 feet 4 inches and nearly 300 pounds, Blocker was a gentle giant, known for his kindness as much as his size. He excelled academically and athletically, attending the Texas Military Institute before earning a degree in English from Sul Ross State Teachers College. He later pursued a master's in dramatic arts, combining intellectual discipline with creative ambition. Blocker's time as an infantry sergeant during the Korean War further shaped his worldview, reinforcing his sense of leadership, empathy, and sacrifice. These early experiences laid the foundation for a life and career defined by moral strength, integrity, and compassion, traits that would later define both his screen and off-screen presence. From teacher to actor, following his military service, Blocker returned home and worked as a teacher, a role that reflected his belief in guiding others with patience and respect. Yet, the pull of performance proved irresistible. In the late 1950s, he began appearing in small television roles, gradually building experience and learning the rhythms of Hollywood. His imposing stature, warmth, and natural authenticity quickly made him stand out. By 1959, his life changed forever when he was cast as Eric Hoss Cartwright on Bonanza, a role that would define his career. Hoss was a character imbued with the very qualities Blocker embodied in real life: kindness, moral grounding, and a gentle strength. Through this role, Blocker connected with audiences across America, demonstrating that heroism and impact need not be measured in toughness or bravado, but in sincerity, integrity, and compassion. Becoming Hoss, the heart of Bonanza. Over 14 seasons and 415 episodes, Dan Blocker's Hoss Cartwright became one of television's most beloved characters. Unlike many Western heroes defined by gunfights and grit, Hoss stood out for his humanity. He approached life with empathy, warmth, and quiet moral courage, turning the rugged landscapes of Nevada into spaces of sincerity and compassion. Behind the camera, Blocker mirrored these qualities, earning the respect and admiration of co-stars Michael Landon and Lorne Greene. Known as the cast's moral compass, he exemplified professionalism and loyalty, ensuring the set remained a place of collaboration rather than ego-driven conflict. Hoss's appeal lay in Blocker's ability to bring a grounded sense of decency to every scene, reminding audiences that heroism often resides in empathy and integrity rather than in outward toughness or bravado. Family and personal life. Blocker's private life reflected the same values he brought to the screen. In 1952, he married Dolphia Parker, years before fame found him. Their union was rooted in mutual respect, shared values, and quiet devotion. While Blocker worked long hours on set, Dolphia maintained a stable home, raising their 4 children, David, Dirk, Deborah, and Dana, with care and attentiveness. Their household was grounded in moral principles, ensuring that fame and success never altered Blocker's character. Fatherhood was central to his identity, and he took an active interest in nurturing and guiding his children. Together, Dan and Dolphia cultivated a home where warmth, humility, and ethical grounding took precedence over celebrity or public recognition, creating a lasting foundation for their family that paralleled the integrity Blocker embodied on screen. Conflict with Pernell Roberts. Despite his famously gentle nature, Blocker had one significant tension in his professional life, with Bonanza co-star Pernell Roberts. The conflict was rooted not in ego, but in a fundamental difference in values. Roberts, an intellectual and outspoken critic, openly disparaged scripts and production decisions, often refusing to rehearse material he considered beneath him. Blocker, by contrast, believed in professionalism, gratitude, and collaboration. He admired Roberts' talent, but found the constant criticism disruptive and disrespectful to cast and crew. He thought he was smarter than everyone else, Blocker once remarked, capturing the tension that often made the set uncomfortable. Yet, despite the strain, Blocker never allowed resentment to harden into malice. When Roberts departed the series in 1965, Blocker expressed relief but also maintained respect, acknowledging Roberts' brilliance while remaining steadfast in his belief that kindness and dedication outweighed cynicism or contrarianism. Professional dedication. Blocker's approach to work was deeply principled. He believed that television could be meaningful, not shallow, bringing moral clarity and decency into viewers' homes. This conviction drove his loyalty to Bonanza and his willingness to invest fully in each scene. He approached acting with the same seriousness he brought to life off-screen, maintaining high standards and holding himself accountable. His discipline was evident in every performance, where even the smallest gesture was precise and authentic. For Blocker, professionalism was inseparable from empathy. How one treated coworkers, approached material, and respected the audience mattered as much as talent or star power. This combination of warmth, principle, and commitment ensured that Hoss Cartwright became more than a character. It became a cultural symbol of integrity and heart during an era when television heroes were often defined by action rather than ethics. The tragic end. Dan Blocker's life was cut tragically short on May 13, 1972, at just 43 years old. Following routine gallbladder surgery, he suffered a pulmonary embolism, leaving family, cast members, and fans devastated. His sudden passing left an irreplaceable void on Bonanza, both in front of and behind the camera. Michael Landon and Lorne Greene mourned not only a co-star, but a dear friend whose warmth, moral compass, and gentle presence had defined the show's spirit. The news reverberated across America, a reminder of how deeply Blocker's character, both fictional and real, had touched people's lives. His death underscored the fragility of life and the profound impact one person can have through kindness, professionalism, and integrity, leaving a legacy that would endure long after the final episode aired. Legacy of a gentle giant. Blocker's enduring legacy is not measured in fame alone, but in the values he embodied and the impact he left on those around him. He demonstrated that success need not corrupt character and that strength can coexist with gentleness. Hoss Cartwright remains an enduring figure in television history precisely because he reflected Blocker's own humanity. Beyond entertainment, Blocker's life provides a model of moral courage, loyalty, and decency, qualities that resonate across generations. His story reminds audiences that true greatness often lies not in spectacle or aggression, but in compassion, reliability, and the courage to remain principled in every circumstance. Through his family, colleagues, and fans, Dan Blocker continues to be remembered not just as an actor, but as a man whose warmth, ethics, and sincerity left a permanent mark on the world of television. Conclusion. Dan Blocker's life was a rare blend of strength, humility, and quiet principle. From his upbringing in rural Texas to his iconic role on Bonanza, he consistently embodied the values of loyalty, kindness, and moral integrity. While conflicts such as those with Pernell Roberts tested him, Blocker navigated challenges with restraint and respect, demonstrating a remarkable capacity for empathy. His sudden death at 43 deprived the world of a man whose humanity informed every performance, yet his influence endures through Hoss Cartwright and the example he set for colleagues and family alike. Dan Blocker's story is ultimately a reminder that true heroism lies not in power or fame, but in character, compassion, and the enduring impact of living one's principles fully every day,